I found canvas boards when I was grocery shopping and I knew I could use them for some DIY. I wanted some not rectangular and square. This one was 160 each, round white canvas, and these black boards again were very affordable. I think these were half the price of the round. Yeah, there you go. It was 80 rupees each. So I picked up a pair of each. If you've seen the last DIY, you know I have used these Patachitra Parrot decals on a little box. So with the canvas boards that I have, I wanted to make some very easy art which I can place in places where I'm not going to be mad at it if it goes bad, where I don't want to risk original hand painted art. So this seemed like a good combination to do. These decals are from Trovecraft India. It's one of the few brands that make sharp, nice Indian motif decals for you to use. I have shared the links to all of these decals in the description box. I'm not going to use all of these today, but here are some really beautiful ones that I wanted to show you. I think for the black canvas, this little flower, Mughal flower motif will look really nice. So yeah, I think I've made my decision to put this decal on the black canvas. Maybe on the second black canvas, I'll put the parrot. So these two are decided. So these black canvases, I want to put them in the bathroom. The round ones probably will have some florals which I can host in my kitchen. Because decals are printed and not hand painted, each one of them, it's easier to host them in places where I'm not going to feel bad about them getting greasy or oily. But I've also done an additional step where I'm able to wipe it or clean it without having to worry about damaging the piece. So stay till the end to know that. So our first canvas is going to get this beautiful Mughal motif. With every decal, you have to carefully peel the back and then position it before you stick it. See where you want to place it. I generally feel whenever there's a flower or something that has a base, it needs to come from a place of anchor. So the bottom, I brought it down and then I'm slowly pressing it on, using a credit card to push things and ensure that it sticks to the canvas. Once you've rubbed the entire decal with your credit card, you can start peeling. And generally with decals that have thin tips and edges, you have to be a little more careful because you don't want to peel the decal off. If it's not stuck, you can damage the decal. This video is actually sped up 400 times so that I don't bore you with it, but that's how slow I am peeling this off. This is the actual speed with which I'm gently peeling it off, ensuring that it is not lifting along with the front sheet. DIY is also about being mindful and slow and ensuring that your end result is as beautiful and not rushed. So DIY is actually teaching you a whole lot of things other than making beautiful things for your home. Our first canvas is ready. I love that the canvas board has a little texture, so it's not 100% smooth. What I plan to do is give it a top coat so that since this is going to go in the bathroom, it's not going to have a problem with sanitizability, which means a sealant top coat, multiple layers of it, will actually ensure that I'm easily able to wipe it with a wet cloth and not damage the canvas or the decal. So here we have both of our bathroom pieces ready. Next we move to our round canvas, which is probably going to go in the kitchen. Round canvases are actually more expensive than the square or rectangular one because they are again cut from a square or rectangle, and there's quite a bit of wastage in terms of the board and the canvas itself. So in comes the favorite gilding glue, which is used to do gold leaf work. There is no way I was going to paste the decal on a white canvas. Black is okay, black already looks good, but definitely not going to use the decal directly on a white canvas. So what we are going to do is gold leaf the entire round and then put the decal on it. Sounds exciting. So the blunder I did here was I knew the gold sheets were in the cupboard and I knew I had kept them in a particular place, and I didn't take them out before I applied the glue. So I applied the glue and then you have to wait 10 minutes for it to get a little tacky, and then you put the sheet on top. And I couldn't find the gold leaf in its place, and it took me an entire 24 hours and the whole studio ransacked top to bottom and organized for me to be able to find the gold leaf. The pro tip from a pro DIYer who doesn't take her own advice: keep all supplies together before you start a project. Now I had got this teak wood frame from Bamboo Bazaar. Bamboo Bazaar is the place where demolishers get all the old stuff. This probably was a school notice board or something like that. It has glass but no back, and it has this lovely detail along the inner edge, which I thought was very beautiful. I have a decal that is perfect for this, which can turn this frame into a nice little artwork. So let's get to it. I got the frame so that I could frame something inside it, but when I saw this beautiful decal, I was like, let me paste the decal on top of the glass and then host it in a place where there's already a beautiful background, so that the background comes through from the glass. So this is what we are going to do. This beautiful cow gang is going to go on this glass. The first step is, as always, positioning it where you'd want it to be. If you have a nice puja door which is plain and you want something on it, this is a beautiful decal to put there. Or you have a very minimalistic mandir and then you want a little bit extra in the background, you can do this in one of the corners. Once you've positioned it, next thing is to peel the backing. In a large decal, you will have to ensure that you paste it in sections. You can see the glass cleaner bottle on the top right corner, which indicates that the glass has been cleaned thoroughly before pasting this decal. Speeding it up 400 times so you don't have to see me paste it for an entire 2 or 2.5 minutes. When I was in my 20s and didn't have a lot of money to decorate, I would shop in places that had deals or demolition products or something that you could really snag for a great price. Do let me know if you want me to make a video on them. It's actually all of the places that I visit in Bangalore. They're not online. So let me know if you'd like to see that video. The decal was slightly more bigger than the frame itself. So instead of chopping the legs or chopping the tops off, I decided to use them. I'm going to smooth them out and then just continue them onto the frame. Just a little interesting detail. So 24 hours after I had first put the glue onto this round canvas, I had to put the glue again because it had completely almost dried. And in those 24 hours, I managed to organize 3 different cupboards in which I have supplies and did not find the gold leaf anywhere. And I have a basket which holds all of the things that I want to use for DIY immediately, which means in a week or 2, I have a basket where I put those or collect those things. I found the gold leaf there. So gilding glue has to dry at least for 10 minutes before you apply the gold leaf on top of it. I started working with gold leaf in 2023. It was on my wish list for a very long time, and I thought I went and gold leafed a whole bunch of things, and it's like an addiction, and you want to gold leaf pretty much anything and everything that you see. And I thought the addiction had died down, but I continued to gold leaf stuff. So here, using a dry clean brush, you push the gold leaf into the canvas or any surface, and then if you have bits that don't have gold leaf, you just tear from wherever you have excess and continue. This is imitation gold leaf, it's not the real gold leaf. You can also get 22 karat and I think also 24 karat gold leaf if you're a pro DIYer and if you want something gold leaf that is of great value, but this is a DIY one. And here it is, dried for almost overnight. You can see it looks nice, bright and shiny. It looks far better than using gold paint. So if you want something to look really stand out, then instead of using gold acrylic paint, use gold leaf. I'm going to paste this poppies, I think, decal on this one. The red against the gold is going to look really pretty. Maybe on another one I'll do the marigold. Now, one other goof up that I did here was I simply wiped the canvas with a dry cloth. I should have wiped it with a wet cloth to remove all of the little bits of gold, because when I pasted this decal, it was fine, but when I was trying to peel it off, the excess gold powder that was there was actually sticking between the surfaces, and the decal was actually lifting. So here I am, lowered it on one side, and then slowly I'm trying to smooth just the decal and not the excess paper that's around it, because I learned it from my previous mistake. And that silly mistake took me twice the time than it would normally take in peeling off the front sheet. So yeah, one DIYs and one learns from their mistakes. I recently moved a Himalayan salt lamp and a little Bodhi tree Buddha in the kitchen corner, and I'm thinking this little canvas is going to go with it. This peeling process was pretty stressful and I had to do it offline. So here are our bathroom pieces side by side. They will go together. So the next step is to waterproof them and give them a nice, sturdy, good top finish. I'm going to use the Sheen Lac water-based PU for it. It's a polyurethane, which means it's going to give it a nice hard surface on top. And when you do like a couple of coats, 3-4 coats, it actually gives you a good waterproof surface, which you can easily wipe off and sanitize. I use this mostly on most of my furniture tabletops, and they last all through the year, because during Diwali we refinish each of our furniture pieces, the wooden ones, and that ensures that the life of the tabletop is increased and there's no seepage or staining of the wood. While that dries, we are also going to do the same treatment for our gold little boat. Here it is after the first coat has completely dried, and it's ready to receive a few more coats. Once it was all ready, I wanted to add a little bit of bling on it, so I thought maybe I should add little mirrors to give it a little more interest, but then I said no, I don't think this looks as good as it looked in my head. I like them with the plain black background, so I tried to place the mirror on the parrot one as well, and I hated it, so no mirror it is. One other thing that we will do with one of these decals, not in this video, of course, there's a dedicated video for Prabhavali. See if we can paint a nice little background on this canvas sheet and paste a pretty little decal on it. I have a set of Prabhavalis that I picked up from the market, and I think this will look really pretty if I had to do some acrylic paint at the back so that there is a background color and then a nice little contrasting background color and this little decal coming through. That is going to happen in some other video, and let's look at the reveal of what we've done so far.